Hello and welcome to Frostbytes, a gaming podcast. My name is Spencer. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Cassie. Hi, Cassie.
Hi, Spencer. How are you?
I'm great. Folks, this is a video game podcast where we talk about, you guessed it, video games, all the way from Pac-Man to the latest and greatest. Who's a mascot in recent memory who's like a new mascot that's cool that people like? Aloy? There's got to be someone newer than Aloy, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Just who?
Yeah, that's a good question. Some reason, Sonic the Hedgehog came to my head, but that's
too
not.
old.
That's not it. Astrobot. That's a good one.
Astrobot is a good one.
Yeah, someone in our chat just said that. Shout out Tugboat.
Shout out Tugboat. We love Tugboat. That's a good mascot.
Yeah,
that's a whole game of mascots.
Whole game. Yeah. Speaking of the chat, there's a chat because we do this live. Frostbytes is a live podcast. We do it like once a month-ish.
Give or take.
Whenever we feel like it. So if you ever want to watch it live, twitch.tv/itskiashi is where you can check that out. We do a pre-show, post-show, hang out. Good time.
You missed a hell of a pre-show for this episode, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
It was all over the place. You pulled some pretty cool Pokemon cards.
You pulled a pretty cool Pokemon card.
Yeah, but
you get. We did pack battles.
You get to keep them.
I get to keep them. Yeah, you don't get to keep them. My money.
Your money. Your packs. Your money. But thank you for the pleasure.
I know.
Letting me rip packs.
It's a little bit of a dopamine hit that everyone needs sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit of gambling never hurt nobody.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Stay in school. Listen, this is going to be this episode, I think, the energy of our intro, if that's not a giveaway or whatever, I think this episode's going to be a little all over the place. Last episode,
a little
silly Billy. Last episode, we talked all about Legends EA, and that was great. And because
very nice,
we both played it and beat it, and you have continued to play it. And
I finished the post game now.
Excellent. Great.
And so things that I said in the last episode, I now understand more because I finished the post game.
Okay, sweet. That's good.
Great. Yep.
I haven't touched it since last we spoke.
Okay.
I fear. I've been playing some other stuff.
That's fine.
We're approaching the end of the year, and we are going to do, I would like to do like a proper Game of the Year episode. That is not this episode. That's probably going to be the next one that we do.
Yeah, probably.
I would like to give a list, a top 10, and but that's not going to be this episode. This episode instead, because last time we spent the entire episode talking about Legends EA, there's also been a bunch of other announcements and releases and news and shit that we want to talk about. So that's what we're going to do today.
I love it.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Before we do that, what have you been doing? Is it ZA? And what do you, and specifically in ZA, what have you been doing?
So, I've been playing Legends ZA, nothing else.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. I actually started a couple of things. I started, I guess I probably started this last episode as well. My shiny only playthrough of Legends ZA is going well. I now officially have a full team of 6 shinies.
Nice.
And that has like no shiny charm or anything, no boosted odds for shinies. So all just raw dog and shiny hunting, you know? And I know I said that very seriously with a straight face and you couldn't handle it, but it's fine. And that's been going good. But then I started doing another like shiny hunting thing on ZA. I've started, other people have probably done this, but I'm doing a Wild Zone shiny challenge where I start in Zone 1 and I have to find a shiny in Zone 1 and then I move on to Zone 2, find a shiny in Zone 2, move on to the next zone kind of thing.
Nice.
I'm on Zone 8 now.
Okay, cool.
And it's been 2 streams so far that I've been doing. I've been streaming it as well.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. And then just besides that, shiny hunting on my own.
Cool.
Getting the different colored Pokemon.
Yeah. That's great. I feel like because you're going to get a bunch of, I guess, random shinies.
Yeah.
That maybe you wouldn't have otherwise hunted for.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like not looking for a specific person, person Pokemon.
Human
A
man.
human man. Shiny human man.
Uh-huh.
That's actually Machamp, but
That's sick. That's a great way to like do that.
There's still like a couple things I want to do in ZA.
Yeah.
Like I want to get all of the clothing items, and I want to complete an alpha dex for at least however many people I can.
Right.
How many people? Why am I calling Pokemon people today?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Gosh, it's crazy. Whatever. And then there was one other thing I wanted to do. I don't remember what it was.
In ZA?
In ZA.
Was it you said an alpha dex.
Yeah, alpha dex.
Mega dex, maybe?
Well, I already have that.
Right.
Technically.
Because it keeps track of that on its own.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So. Living dex?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do a living dex. There's a couple things. Maybe it's the battle club. I think I have to do some more infinite Z8 Royale to get to the battle club.
Right. Season 3 for ranked ZA started today.
Oh yeah, I need to try that too. Oh,
yeah. So we can finally get our chestnut megastone. Chestnutite, I'm assuming is what it's probably called.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's available now. I'm assuming the Greninjaite and the Delphoxite are also still available. But I don't know that for sure. Maybe the Greninjaite is gone finally.
Gone forever?
But hopefully not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you been doing anything else?
Video game wise, no, not really.
Otherwise,
started to finally actually get into TCG.
Yeah.
Like IRL cards.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I mean, like, I've been collecting for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, last weekend, I guess you and a couple other people came over and we played some games. Well, we played a single game and taught me how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time we'll get some more people, getting some games going at the same time.
But you're eager to play some more.
I am.
After playing your first game.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's nice little working of the brain and, playing the physical card game is, I don't know, it's cool. It's something different that I haven't really done before. And yeah, I'm excited about it.
You told me earlier before we started streaming that it's made you think about some of the cards differently.
Yeah. When I've been like, obviously I've been like ripping packs on stream and whatever. And like, I'm just, later just going through all the cards that I have and other cards that I would previously have just been like, oh, I'm not going to use this. Like, I don't want this card. I'm like, oh, this could be useful now because of what it does. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Not every card that isn't shiny is like necessarily bulk.
Yeah, exactly.
When you play the game, you also stop to read what they actually do.
Yep.
And then knowing how the game works, actually having an understanding of what some of the like keywords in the game mean, having a sense for like the amounts of health that some Pokemon have, the amount of damage that some of them can do, all those aspects makes you like stop and like appreciate some of the cards a bit more.
Yeah,
based on 100%. how they could play.
Yep.
So I'm very glad that you had a positive experience with your first game.
Thanks.
You won. So
I won.
That helped.
I was
certainly
using the Mega Gengar deck.
Hell yeah. Broken, by the way.
Yep. You were helping me. Spencer was over my shoulder, and I'd be like, Spencer, what do I do?
But I think you were on the right track.
Thanks.
Or like you were. I was like, what are you thinking? And you were like, I'm thinking this. And I was like, that's what I would do.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I got a brain that does things sometimes.
Me too. So is that guy.
So is Yellow? No, he does not. Yellow is here for our listeners.
Folks, if you're listening to the pod on your favorite podcasting app, I guess first off, thank you for listening. But you're also missing out on some quality video content. So feel free to check out the show on YouTube as well. You can also find all of the previous episodes that we've done. I just noticed, because we uploaded the last episode that we did just the other day.
Yeah.
And it was episode 1 of season 3 of Frostbytes.
I did put that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
We're into our 3rd year now of doing the show.
Yeah, that's wild.
Which feels
insane.
Because that time has flown by. Speaking of 3, if I may, hell of a segue. I've been playing Dragon Quest 3, the HD 2D remake that came out last year.
Sweet.
And so I'm not going to include it in like my Game of the Year list that we're going to do next time. So I figured I'd talk about it now.
Yeah.
So Dragon Quest 3, chronologically, I guess, and this is kind of why they put this out first as a remake before 1 and 2, is that story-wise 3 happens first. But also, like, Dragon Quest, I think the story is like pretty loose. I don't know. I feel like Dragon Quest is similar to Pokemon in that you play as a silent protagonist in every game, and they have a similar art style, but they're all pretty much modeled after like Ash or Red, I guess, in Pokemon, right? It's all just like variations on like like young adventurous boy, and Dragon Quest is very similar. So Dragon Quest is like the prototype for the JRPG, right? It is like what so many other JRPGs, including Pokemon, have modeled their games after, and it's such a strong influence. And because of that, playing the earliest Dragon Quests is playing the most bare bones version of the JRPG idea.
Right.
Doing the turn-based thing. In 3, you have a party of up to 4 characters, and they can have different classes, from warrior to mage to priest, who is usually like the healer, to a handful of other kind of funny classes. But for the most part, it's all pretty like bog standard. But that's kind of the beautiful thing about Dragon Quest, is they do the simplicity so well that's what I'm playing Dragon Quest for.
Right.
Is just to kind of like vibe, and I don't have to like think too much about it. Even like Pokemon, to an extent, has like, I don't know, the type chart.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest is just, dude, I haven't mashed the A button. And you probably could play Dragon Quest and take it a bit more seriously, or be a bit more, I guess, purposeful with your inputs and stuff. But truly, man, I'm just like clicking the attack button with my main guy, and then the other 3 guys in my party are on autopilot, and it's kind of like a surprise what they choose to do. Sometimes it's not something I want them to do, but it's kind of, and then like I got to deal with that, but whatever. And I'm just kind of like, I'm truly just like sitting back and relaxing and hitting the A button while I play this game. And so that might sound boring, as the whole A button mash.
Well, if you're
simulator.
Enjoying it though.
Yeah, because the nice thing about Dragon Quest, at least in this version of it in the HD 2D remake, is you can speed up battles so they can be very quick. So you can go through random encounters in a matter of seconds, which is very nice. And then like the bulk of what you're doing when you're not in random encounters. And by the way, another big strength of Dragon Quest as a series is the monster designs. Dragon Quest, the designs they look quite similar to Dragon Ball, and that's because they're all made by the same guy. Akira Toriyama, at least, was the original designer on Dragon Quest 1, and so a lot of like the character designs and monster designs were done by him. So if you've never played a Dragon Quest before and you like Dragon Ball, I think you would already like enjoy the way that it looks, at least based on that. And these are games that you spend so much time in anyway that like you kind of need to like how they look, right?
Yeah.
To an extent. So then the other fun thing about Dragon Quest 3 is that it is an open world game.
Oh.
And like a lot of, maybe not a lot, but some JRPGs are very much like hallways and dungeons, and certainly like early Pokemon is
Yeah, I was
that,
gonna
right?
say, like, I feel like from what I've seen, a lot of these games are just like very linear,
Yeah.
not like a whole lot of like exploration in terms of like
Yeah.
open areas.
Yeah. There are several different moments in Dragon Quest where it opens up. So, case in point, at the start of the game, you are on this island, and that's kind of like all you know, I guess. It seems like the entire world is just this one island before you realize, oh, this is an island. This is like the size of, I don't know, Australia, and the rest of the world exists, right? And what's funny about Dragon Quest 3 is the map of it is based on the real world map. So like the shapes of the continents are similar. There is kind of like an Australia. And then a lot of the locations in the game are also based on like real world people and cultures and also accents. So this game is fully voice acted.
Oh, cool.
And so like a bunch of the locations have accents for the folks who live there based on like its real world equivalent.
Nice.
Something
Pokemon does not have.
No. One of my favorite locations and then people in Dragon Quest 3 is this place called Jipang, which is based on Japan. And
Really? I had no idea.
everyone there speaks in haiku. Which I didn't realize at first. I was reading everyone's dialogue, and all of their sentences had like an ellipses at the end of it. And then I started paying closer attention, and I started counting the syllables, and I was like, that's 575. This guy's 575. Okay, so everyone from Jipang speaks in haiku.
Amazing.
Awesome. And there's a bunch of other locales throughout the game. But yeah, the game opens up at several points. So again, you start on this island, and then you teleport from this island to another place on the map, and you realize, oh fuck, I'm like in Europe right now. I'm like,
whoa.
And then and that attaches obviously to Asia and Africa, or the in-game equivalents at least. Yeah. And then you get a boat, and then you get to, after playing a bunch of the game and fighting some bosses and stuff, eventually you get a boat and you get to sail the high seas, and that truly opens up the entire map.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because you can sail anywhere in the world, which is really cool. So then you get to North and South America, and there are these I think are parts of the game where like the levels start to get higher too. And so yeah, it is very much so like a game about exploration. Once you get to each of these points of the game where it opens up, the boat is definitely like the biggest one for sure. And there's more to explore beyond the world map, and I don't want to say more than that, but all of that to say, I'm having an absolute blast with Dragon Quest 3. The first Dragon Quest that I played was 9, which was for the DS, and I played that when I was a kid after I had played Pokemon. And I liked 9 a lot, but I never beat it as a kid because I got stuck on a boss, and then I wasn't smart enough basically to get through it.
It's okay. That's me with my favorite Zelda game ever. So
it's tough when you're a kid and you encounter those obstacles, and you're like, I feel like I'm doing everything right, but I'm 11 and I probably don't know better. So I'm having a ball with 3. I'm almost done it. I can see I'm like the finish line is like within view. I can like, they've set up the final boss for the game. And they're basically right around the corner. So yeah. And so like 3, again, being chronologically the beginning of this story. 1, 2, and 3 are a trilogy.
Right.
But 3, again, story-wise, would be the first one that you would play. And so just a month or so ago, the 1 and 2 HD remake also came out finally. So I think once I'm done with 3, I'm going to get the 1 and 2 HD 2D remake and continue on.
Sweet.
And I'm very much looking forward to it. And then I think I'd really like to just fully dive into Dragon Quest as a series, because again, other than 3 now and then 9 when I was a kid, I haven't played a ton of it.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't played any other games.
Right.
So, but I think like it is a series that I could, like, similar to Pokemon, that I could see myself like really diving into.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that, because I'm like at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And I've so many other games. It's a long series. 11 was the last one, and even 11 came out years ago. They teased or they announced Dragon Quest 12 for Dragon Quest 35th anniversary. They did like a Nintendo Direct style presentation back in 2021 for Dragon Quest 35th anniversary. Next year is the 40th anniversary.
Oh.
And so fingers crossed that there will
one.
be a cool big announcement, maybe a release date for Dragon Quest 12 or something. There's a couple of other Dragon Quests. So like they announced that we saw in a recent Nintendo Direct that they are remaking, I think 7, Dragon Quest 7 is getting a very cool remake, I think coming out next year.
Sweet.
So yeah, a lot to look forward to with Dragon Quest and a lot that exists that I'm excited to dive into.
Amazing.
So
a bit of a Pokemon break for you?
Yeah, I mean, still like a turn-based RPG. But another nice thing is I know that like they have confirmed and like explicitly said this, that Dragon Quest was a huge influence on the creation of Red and Blue.
Right.
So for me, it's also a little bit of a history thing.
Yeah,
of kind of
that's
seeing like the influence for Pokemon, one of the earliest influences at least.
Sick.
And it's nice, again, playing the HE2D remake of 3. You could still play the original 3, and I'm sure you would have like a fine enough time. But it's an old game, so there's some friction there that they have smoothed out with the remake, and so that's made it lovely. And it's also, it looks exceptional.
It's an HD 2D remake.
I realized I remember the reason I bought my Switch was for Octopath. Right. And Octopath was the first game that I got for my Switch, and because I really was struck by the HD 2D style, and I am more now that I've played most of Dragon Quest 3 in this style, I'm actually dying for like a Pokemon equivalent.
Dude.
And there's a fan-made version called Pokemon Gamma Emerald that's just a single solo fan on their own has been remaking Emerald in this HD 2D style. That's something worth checking out if you're into Pokemon ROM hacks and you haven't heard of Gamma Emerald yet. But I would love to see like when Game Freak does the black and white remakes, for instance, for them to do the HD 2D thing. Because like I feel like that would lend itself. Black and white are like kind of close to that style already.
Yeah, and it was also the last time that Pokemon did the like pixel art style.
Yeah, so I think it would suit the black and white remakes.
That'd be really
exceptionally
cool.
well. I don't think they're going to do it.
Probably
but it
not.
would be really welcome if they did. Anyway, that was a lot about Dragon Quest. Check out Dragon Quest. There are, I think, like, if you wanted to get into the newest one, you might be able to play the demo for 11 still.
Cool.
11 is the newest. That's on everything. It's on Switch, it's on PlayStation, it's on Steam. And yeah, so if you can still play I should have looked up if this was possible. If you can still play the demo for 11 and you're curious about Dragon Quest, I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's me.
Great. And that's all you've been playing these days? Just Dragon Quest?
Yeah, I've been playing a handful of other games, but they're games that released this year that I would like to talk about, I think, next time.
Sweet. Sounds great.
But I wanted to give Dragon Quest 3 its piece.
Amazing.
So.
Well, first, you also have some other things that are going to be coming up. Let's talk about Requestathon 3.
Yeah, sure.
Real quick.
Yeah. So if you don't know what the hell we're talking about, I do an annual event on Twitch where I play viewer-requested video games. I try to play every game that gets requested gets its own stream, and I aim for like a minimum of 3 hours.
And it usually takes like a couple of months to get through or something.
Yeah, give or take. So in the past 2 years that I've done this, I've basically every video game under the sun has been on the table. This year I'm scaling it back a little bit, and I'm only taking requests for games that are available on Nintendo Switch Online.
Which is so smart.
Thanks.
I think it's one, for your sanity. Two, because you don't have to buy a bunch of random games that you're never going to play again.
Right.
And also just like forces you to play more of the Nintendo catalog.
Yeah, that's kind of the primary reason, at least. Financially, I won't lie. That was an aspect of it.
I mean, why not?
But at least there's a lot of Nintendo games that I haven't played before. But even games that are not specifically Nintendo games are available on Switch Online. There's an entire Sega Genesis collection on there. And there's even not even strictly retro games. Like I would include Tetris 99 and like F-Zero 99 in the list of Switch Online.
Right. Anything
games.
That's involved in Switch Online.
Anything that Switch Online like unlocks.
So if someone was like, I want you to play the Animal Crossing DLC.
You know what? I hadn't considered that, but fuck, I guess, yeah, sure. I would play Happy Home Paradise.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. I think it's because Designer was the 3DS one.
Right.
Paradise is the DLC for New Horizons. Yeah, fuck. I guess I would do that.
Cool. Have you looked at like what people have requested so far? Anything you're interested in playing?
Yeah, there have been 10 requests.
Nice.
So far.
Cool.
You requested Wind Waker.
I sure did.
So I'm excited for that. I haven't played Wind Waker before.
You know, as you were talking about Dragon Quest and how you want to play all of them, I was just like, but what about Zelda?
Yeah.
Because you were going to do that too.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
I feel...
Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
A little... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But Dragon Quest just makes me excited.
That's good.
Dragon Quest makes
play what makes you excited. You don't have to play anything that you don't want to play.
Yeah. Until Requestathon.
Until Requestathon.
Yeah. I do reserve the right to veto, but I really try not to veto as much as I can. No, there's a handful of games on there that are like in franchises that I'm familiar with at least. So like Zelda, Metroid, Kirby, those have all been requested and like, you know, various entries in those series. And those are great. And I'm looking forward to those. And then someone requested Bubsy. Someone requested Turok. I feel like there's another one in there that I'm skeptical about. But those two, at least initially, are like, I'm worried about them.
Yeah, fair.
No one has requested any like fuck ass NES games, at least. So that's good.
That's good.
No one has requested baseball for NES. And if they do, I will veto it. So don't get any ideas. To say,
if you're in the chat, go request baseball for NES.
But if you're listening, if you're here watching live, and if you're listening to this after the fact, you can find the form to request a game for Requestathon 3 Switch Online Extravaganza either in my stream. Even if I'm online, I think or offline rather, I think the command should still work. ! Requestathon 3, or you can join my Discord and you can find the link to submit a game there.
And you have until when to submit games?
Until the end of the year, December 31st.
Till the end of the year, December 31st, 2025.
Yeah.
Great.
And then before we start Requestathon, I'll do a stream where we put all the games on a wheel and spin the wheel, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we'll see the order of games. So yeah, get your requests in. Even if you're not a regular viewer, I will take requests from...
Amazing.
You know, if you're listening to this pod, so as far as I'm concerned, you're a fan.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what it's for.
We love it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
But yeah.
Then after that, you're going to get into Gen 4?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah. We're going to start Pokemon Diamond, I think, after Requestathon 3.
Very exciting.
Is over.
Lots of stuff.
So look forward to that.
That's far in the future, though.
Twitch.tv/Caprio_.
Hell yeah.
Is where you can find me.
Or if you're in my chat, !Caprio.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me talk about that.
Thank you for talking about it. Very exciting stuff.
So, a bunch of games were announced. Released.
Bunch of things that we didn't talk about because we were too busy being Pokemon nerds.
Yeah. So is there anything, I guess we can hop around to just like whatever. Is there anything that comes to mind first for you?
So the two biggest things that stand out in my brain is the Hades 2 physical release for Switch and the new Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Totally.
Those are the two things that kind of pique my interest the most.
Yep.
I have not played either of them yet. They're both on my Christmas list. If I don't get them for Christmas, I'll probably get them after.
But you're a fan of Hades 1?
Huge fan of Hades 1.
You beat it, right?
I beat it.
Yeah.
Yep. Very good game. Very excited for Hades 2. I've heard very good things about Hades 2.
Totally.
And I am a physical game collector. So waiting to get the physical before I play it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hades 2, I think, is in a weird spot for some people because it came out in early access last year even. And Supergiant has been adjusting things and adding things and so on throughout early access. And so some people played a version of the game, like if they played it at the very beginning of early access, and then maybe they were like, okay, I am done with all of the stuff that's available here, so I'm going to wait for the full release. For them, I think it's kind of a different game from the beginning of early access to like 1.0, like the official release, right?
Which is like really cool if you want to be a part of something like that.
Right.
To like see how it changes throughout the time of its development.
Yeah.
But for me, I'd rather play a finished game.
Yes.
And so it's like I feel like more and more my old habits of buying games on release are just like, I'm getting further and further away from that. I'm just like, I want to wait until this game is ready and done and good. Yeah. And then I'll play it when I'm ready to play it.
I think early access is really great for a developer to get a whole bunch of
feedback,
good, constructive player feedback before they actually like put out the game officially and then have to deal with all of those bug fixes or changes or whatever after the fact. Like it gives them a ton of time to like almost like in conversation with the people playing the game, make the game better so that when it does properly release, then you, the person who waited, is getting the best version of the game.
100%.
The issue, I think, is for the early access player, I think, is in some cases kind of like having an overall or going to have an overall maybe worse experience with any early access game because they're going to, especially again, if they play it like very early on, like when early access launches and then they don't play it again until the game releases, there's going to be a lot of changes. And something that happened with Hades 2 is they added a bunch of different currencies to the game that were not there in early access. So then a bunch of people came into the game at release and there was a bunch of these currencies that they weren't familiar with and then had to like kind of grind for and relearn and stuff. And so a lot of people were kind of torn when the game finally came out of whether or not they continued their early access save or started fresh. And especially if they played early access for like a while. Is that something that they would want to do basically all over again? Is like if I put 20, 30 hours into early access Hades 2, am I going to go through all of that again when the game launches? Or am I just going to like continue from where I left off, but maybe be a little lost, I guess, with like the new currencies or the new systems or whatever that have since been implemented since last they played. And if they're in the middle of the game or even towards the end of the game at that point, then yeah, they could just easily be overwhelmed or lost upon playing the official release. So I feel the release of Hades 2 is an excellent argument, unfortunately, for not playing early access.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because it is such a boon for the developer.
I see what you did there.
I didn't mean to, but thanks for catching it. But I think truly, like, I'm with you. I would also want to wait until the game is finished. And that's how I feel about most things. Like if I see that a game is in early access, I guess the only exception to that, like a game that I played recently that was like a demo was Sledding Game. But I
played that too.
Yeah.
So cute.
But that to me is just, I don't know, that one feels like it's less serious or something to play that one in early access because you're playing the core gameplay of it, and anything that gets added after the fact is just going to be kind of more stuff. Yeah. Where the stuff that changed in Hades 2 was more like foundational.
Exactly.
And it completely changes the way that you play that game.
And it makes it more complicated and just
so then
adds other pieces you have to think about when you're like coming up with your build for each run and whatever, right?
Totally. And so it is more involved, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Sledding Game, by the way, I think that one got pushed back at least, or the demo was supposed to come out during Steam Next Fest, and then that got, I think, postponed or pushed or whatever. But at least the demo dude, such a fun game.
So fun.
I think gotta be, when it finally releases, gotta be the best. Maybe has to compete with Peak, but gotta be one of the best friend slop games. And I do not say that derogatorily.
No, I know. I want to play more friend slop.
Yeah.
I just need some vibe games.
Some vibey hangout Discord games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sledding game is going to be one of the best of those. If you
just be a cute little fucking penguin and or a frog or a bear or
whatever. Whatever other animals they decide to add.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited for sledding games still.
Me too.
Anyway, yeah, Hades 2, I'm with you. I'm excited about it also. I have yet to play through and beat Hades 1. So I'm
do that first.
Yeah, totally. I'm cool on Hades 2 for a while, but I will get to it eventually. I do feel a little left out because Hades 2 is absolutely part of the Game of the Year conversation. Yeah. And I cannot contribute to that, I fear.
Fair enough. And I probably won't be able to either because Game of the Year is before I'm probably going to be playing it. But it seems like it's essentially Hades 1, but better.
Yeah.
In most ways.
Yeah.
I've heard complaints about a few things.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it seems like it's just a better Hades 1.
Yeah. It's more of a good thing.
Yeah.
Which, Hades is a 10.
Which is exactly what you want a sequel to be.
Yeah. And this is like another 10 or maybe 9.5.
Yeah.
It's fucking 2 really good games.
Incredible. We love to see it.
So then you also mentioned Age of Imprisonment, which is the new Hyrule Warriors.
I've heard that is also more of the same as like Age of Calamity, but not as good.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
But I am the opposite for what it's worth.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I am excited to try it nonetheless. I still want to play through the other ones. Excited for a lot of like the story things.
So for what it's worth, I think the very first Hyrule Warriors, it doesn't have any story.
No, it's just game.
It's just like an arcadey.
Yeah.
It's a Dynasty Warriors with Zelda characters, and it's a fun romp. But at least so I don't think you need to play that one. Maybe
no, but the Age of Calamity.
You want to play that one before you play.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to because I've played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom,
right?
And it's like, they're like prequels to those games. But I would like to, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
My backlog is still huge, so
totally.
It'll take a while to get there.
But maybe it does both Age of Calamity and Age of Imprisonment add, or I think make the Switch Zelda experience richer.
Yes.
And that's only a good thing.
Especially for big Zelda fans.
Yeah. But also even separate from the story stuff, I think Age of Imprisonment, from what I've heard, is just a really good Dynasty Warriors kind of game.
Yeah, I've heard that the gameplay is really good and it runs well and all that kind of stuff. So good to check out for sure. Yeah.
I have been keeping an eye and an ear out for Kirby Air Riders.
Ah, yes.
That just released, I think, last week from when we're recording this. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm extremely happy for the diehard Kirby Air Ride fans who I have probably been waiting for something like this for 20 years.
I'm sure they have been.
But I think the thing that's been excellent to hear about Air Riders is it is doing a incredible service for diehard fans. It is respecting them extremely. So that's great. To the point where it is faithful in the way that it feels and in a lot of its features and stuff like that. And then it adds in a way that is meaningful. And instead of some games, Smash Ultimate, I think, is a good example where Smash Ultimate got rid of the trophies. I really liked the trophies.
Yeah.
Smash Ultimate added spirits.
Okay.
And spirits were functionally similar, where they allowed just more characters from various franchises to be represented in Smash. If they weren't a playable character or an assist trophy or whatever, at least you could have a whole bunch of these beloved characters exist in a Smash Brothers game in some way. And so previously, again, that was trophies, and trophies were awesome because they were strictly a collectible. Spirits, there's a lot more. Do you know how spirits work in Smash Ultimate? So
I never played a whole, like I have it. I've played a little bit of Smash Ultimate, but not a whole lot.
They are a collectible, but they just feel so much more, I don't know, fleeting, or just not as, they don't hit as well as trophies hit in previous Smash Brothers.
Well, a trophy is like, I got a trophy.
Yeah,
you know,
so, something about it. Trophies just felt so much more substantial, and even in Brawl, I think, but like Brawl had trophies, but Brawl also had stickers, and so spirits are like if they got rid of trophies and they just had stickers,
right?
But mechanically, spirits all had like some stat affiliated with them, so they could boost whatever. Like you could attach spirits to your Smash character to improve their stats in some capacity, and that mattered, I think, most if you played through the story mode of Smash Ultimate, which I'm forgetting the name of. It's not Subspace Emissary because that's Brawl, but Ultimate has its own version, kind of, of that, I guess. Are you trying to look at the back of the box?
Yeah. Where the fuck is it? Here it is.
See if
Does it say on the back of the box?
See if that has a name for the story mode in Ultimate, maybe. I don't remember. Anyway.
It just says all new adventure mode.
Yeah. So the reason I wanted to bring up spirits is just because like they are not, like, I don't know anyone really who interacted with them. I certainly didn't, like, at all. And again, they're a neat collectible because again, you could see characters that you're familiar with from other games that you know. But I don't know, just like they weren't as substantial feeling as trophies were. So luckily, the whole reason I brought that up is because, I mean, this is also a Masahiro Sakurai game. And luckily, I think with Air Riders, anything that Sakurai has added to all of the good stuff that was already in Air Ride, all of the stuff that he's added to Air Riders is substantial and fun. And the other thing about this game being a Sakurai game, there's a ton of unlockables. There's a ton of shit to do. You can play this game forever before you like complete it. It has online, which Air Ride being released on the GameCube 20 years ago is missing. So Air Riders even has more of a longevity to it, being able to play it online. It has a whole store or like shop where you can customize the rides or the machines. Yeah. And then you can sell your customization, not for real money, for in-game currency. And so other people can effectively download your creation and use it themselves. And you get the in-game currency for however many downloads you get on your thing, basically, which is a really great idea.
That's very cool.
Incentivizes people to make their own shit and then download other people's shit. And yeah, so I'm thrilled for the Air Ride fans, for the diehards. And I'm also very excited that like a ton of new people are going to experience what Air Ride is for the first time. Yeah. Before the game came out, they had 2 weekends of demos, which they called global test drives, where you could try the game and play it online against other people and stuff.
Should have checked that out.
I missed it too, unfortunately.
Too busy playing Pokemon.
Yeah. Air Riders, the new one, it's on my list.
They just call it Air Ride 2.
Well, I don't know. Because Air Riders, I don't know. You're probably right. Yeah. Air Ride 2. But I think, you know what? Calling it Air Ride 2 might make some people feel like, well, where's Air Ride 1? Do I need to play Air Ride 1 before I play Air Ride 2? I feel like it maybe avoids that or something. I don't know. Anyway, but this is similar to Smash Ultimate. This is the ultimate version of Air Ride as an idea, I think. Yeah. And Sakurai has said, like, this isn't going to be a series. I'm not going to make more Air Rides after this.
This is
the last one. And I think him and his team put everything that they could into it. So this is the next one for me that, like, when I have the money, I'm going to get Air Riders for Switch 2, and I'm going to dive into it, and I can't wait.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on the Switch that you're like looking forward to that has already come out or has been announced or anything?
I mentioned Dragon Quest VII. There's a remake of that coming out next year. I played the demo for The Adventures of Elliot earlier this year, and that comes out next year. There's a demo for Octopath Zero out now, and Octopath Zero comes out next month.
Wow.
So that's exciting. That's more Square Enix JRPG HD2D goodness. So I'm excited for Octopath Zero.
The JRPG fans are eating good these days.
Yeah, I think so. And excited for Adventures of Elliot. Metroid Prime 4 comes out, I think, next week.
Yeah, December 4th.
December 4th.
I think
that's like
next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game. It's a game I want to try, but I actually haven't played another Metroid game before.
Did you?
So I don't know if I'm not gonna get it right away.
Sure.
But
so you're curious about Metroid, but you don't really know what to expect?
Like the most I know about Metroid is from playing as Samus
in Smash. Yeah. I think that's, for what it's worth, I think Smash kind of did that. I mean, I feel like that's the case for me. Is like, fuck, I don't know. I think a lot of people maybe haven't played a Fire Emblem, but they know who Marth is. Haven't played F-Zero, but they know Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
Haven't played Earthbound, but they know who Ness is. Yeah. I think that's the case for a lot of characters in Smash. Totally. Not your Mario and Link and Pikachu, but...
Never heard of those guys.
Did you see something came out, I guess, about Prime 4 that made a bunch of Metroid heads very upset?
Oh.
Did you see anything about this?
No, I did not.
Okay, so...
I literally, to be completely honest, the past month or so, I've barely been on the internet. And when I am, my feed is Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then when I'm not looking at Pokemon stuff on the internet, I'm playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous right now.
You're fully
I have a
engulfed,
problem. It's fine.
Fully immersed in the Pokeverse. Okay, so
it's not a phase.
I'll do my best to describe kind of what happened. So it's nothing like... Was it a little blown out of proportion? I think so, but whatever. People got upset about it.
People are on the internet are dramatic anyways.
Yeah. So Metroid is known for being this moody, atmospheric series. The 2D games and the 3D Prime games. There is minimal to no dialogue depending on the game. There's certainly no jokes. Okay. So far in the marketing for Prime 4, everything has appeared to be same old. The vibes are similar to existing Prime games. The only really deviation was the bike that Samus is gonna get, and that seemingly more open desert space. That hasn't really been a thing in any of the previous Prime games, but that was cool. That was a cool that's the bike looks cool. The potential for the openness in a game like this is cool. So so far so good. This is a highly anticipated game that people have been waiting for a very long time.
What, 10 plus years at this point?
Yeah. I forget what year Prime 4 was announced. It might have been 2017 maybe. It was a long time ago. Okay. So people are very excited about this game, and it's getting very close to release. So people get to preview the game, and the embargo for that gets lifted. And so people start showing footage of the beginning of the game.
Right. And probably first 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, give or take. And so Samus, we find out, has this guy, this friend. I forget his name. He's this kind of dorky looking. He kind of looks like me if I shaved. This kind of dorky looking guy. And he is comedy relief.
Oh.
To relieve the tension. And people have been calling it kind of Marvel humor a little bit derogatorily. And so the Metroid heads who play these games again for the atmosphere and the tension and the like. It's not Metroid has never been horror, but at least at times it can be creepy and stuff.
Yeah.
So to have a character in these games that are rooted in atmosphere, they're cracking jokes and breaking the tension is like fully against what Metroid is like stands for.
And it's just like pulling you out of the experience.
Right. So they're pissed.
Fair.
And I don't really blame them. You know?
No, I don't either.
Tonally, it's completely not what these games have been and are supposed to be.
Yeah.
And also, it feels like this guy has been completely hidden in any of the other marketing. So it's almost like they know and they
like
tried to keep him hidden. But then, of course, the previews come out and people get to... Because he's early in the game. Is almost like a Navi character where he hangs out and he probably tells you like to go over that ledge and shoot at that thing and whatever. But he hangs out and you have to escort him, and escort missions suck. And I guess if he dies or whatever, you have to restart the mission.
Yeah.
And so there's a ton of shit, like separate from just the character himself, a ton of other shit revolving around it. And the people are just like, dude, like Prime 4 was like the thing that I was like most looking forward to. And this one thing has like fully ruined it for me.
Damn.
Not for me personally, but for the Metroid heads who have been most looking forward to this. I think there's some folks who at least are like, I'm not going to judge it until I play it, and maybe it's not as bad as it has been made out to be, but it is still a bummer.
I hope that's the case for most people. Like I hope that it's like a small thing that you can get through and move on with and be like, that was dumb, but the rest of it was cool.
Yeah. Like if this guy is only in the game for the first hour and then he's gone for one reason or another, and then the rest of the game is awesome, you know? But there is, I think, also a concern that this guy is not the only like companion character in the game.
Right.
So it's like maybe every area that you go to has a different person who tags along and maybe cracks jokes or something. Anyway, and it definitely like tonally it is not Metroid. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's interesting.
Well, I hope for all the Metroid fans, it works out. You know, I think, there hasn't been a Metroid game in so long, or at least a new one. There's been, remasters and whatever, but like, yeah, it's disappointing if it isn't what people want it to be, but I really hope that after the full game is out, it ends up being like good for the fans. I'm excited to see some, people playing it and whatever, and then maybe I'll get it eventually, because like the marketing that I've seen looks fucking awesome. So who knows?
Yeah. After Prime 4, I think the next kind of thing on the Nintendo calendar, at least, is the DLC for ZA. We don't need to get into it too much because
we've talked about it a lot.
ZA a whole bunch. But I think between now and then there might be at least one more like mega reveal or something. The last one they did was pretty cool. For the DLC megas. And maybe even some more characters or something. I am, as much as I'm bummed about like this not being in the base game, like all of the stuff from the DLC not just being in the base game, I can't lie and say that I'm not looking forward to getting to play more ZA.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
No shame.
Yeah. So I'm not playing ZA like right now, but once the 10th rolls around and the DLC comes out, I'll definitely be playing it again. So
I feel like that's where a lot of people are kind of right now. Like if you're not, like if you're done the game and you're not like shiny hunting or anything, like
there's nothing really else to do.
Well, yeah, you could be doing the
infinite ZA Royale.
ZA Royale or the ranked battles or whatever. But yeah, I feel like, it's going to be nice once the DLC is out. People have new things to do, new guys to catch, some more stuff. But honestly, like, again, we don't need to talk about ZA too much. But like now that I'm like done almost as much as I want, I'm like over 100 hours in the game. I'm like that feels good.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
like cool. It felt like a game.
It's a long time playing one game.
Yeah.
Totally. But then first party Nintendo for the rest of December, I don't think there's anything else.
Nothing that I can think of off the top of my head.
So then I think the next thing is in January, and it's the next update, and then Switch 2 edition for Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Who thought we would hear that?
Really? Not me. I thought genuinely when they were like, here's the final big update and also the DLC for this game, and that's it, and don't ask for any more. I thought that was I took that to the bank.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know. Anyway, but I'm glad that there is more stuff coming to New Horizons, and I'm very much looking forward to playing that game again and having an excuse to go back to it.
Yes, it's such a good game. They're adding a lot of really good stuff, and like, yeah, they have a Switch 2 edition too. That's like, you know, you can play with more people and you can have better quality or whatever. But all of like what I think are the good things that they're adding are in the free update.
And thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. As tempted as I am to get that Switch 2 edition on my shelf.
Sure.
Whoops. I am like, okay, I don't need to do that because the good stuff's in the free update. Like Zelda. I can't wait to have Minoru on my island.
Hell yeah. I'm so glad that
Tears of the Kingdom stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah. That was one of the coolest things that they did in New Leaf toward like when they did the Welcome Amiibo update for New Leaf is it also added a bunch of like the Zelda stuff. So this feels like they're kind of doing that again for New Horizons. Like, like a several years later free update for the game to keep you to kind of like tide us over until the next like proper Animal Crossing comes out. Because I still think it's going to be like a couple of years.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Few years even before we get another one.
Yep.
Like probably, I don't know. I'll say year 3 of the Switch 2's life is when we get the next Animal Crossing.
Wow. Okay.
Because it was year 3 for New Horizons on the
Fair
Switch, right? Maybe year 4, I guess, because it was 2020.
4.
Yeah, year 4 for this. Okay, so I'll say year 3 for Switch 2 still. But anyway, just because Animal Crossing is a bigger IP for them now. But yeah, like you said, all of the stuff that is cool and matters, in my opinion, is going to be in the free update, which is excellent. And that's going to include a lot of like substantial stuff, including there are a lot of people who have multiple islands across multiple Switches. And I think they recognized that. And so this is the thing that blows my mind the most about this update is they're basically adding creative mode to Animal Crossing New Horizons.
So cool.
And they're going to give you 3, albeit smaller, but still 3 new islands that you can have. And when you go to these islands, you can freely decorate and terraform to your heart's content whatever items you have in your catalog.
Yep.
You have infinite access to make whatever you want. And that's so cool. That's the shiny hunting of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, man.
Is people just like decorating endlessly.
Dude,
and
I got to show you my island sometime because like in 2020, I spent many an hours decorating my island and like, getting custom like paths and yada yada. Like,
but there are folks who never stopped.
No, I know.
Their whole thing is just
their whole life
playing Animal Crossing New Horizons forever.
Yeah.
But like they'd finish probably their island and like assuming they just have the one Switch, right?
Yeah.
They finish their island and then they go, well, I want to do a new one. So they tear everything down and then do it all again in a different style or whatever.
I know, it's a crazy thing is like because isn't this added as well? Correct me if I'm wrong. It used to be one island per account or per Switch, but I think they added now to have it per account.
I think it's still going to be one like main island per system.
Right.
But to kind of like balance that a little bit is they're giving you finally these, I think it's 3 smaller, but not like tiny. Like
you could pick the sizes of them though, can you? Or is that the dream thing?
Yeah, so that's So the dream thing is
There were so many things.
Yeah. There's the dream address.
Mm.
So I could put in the code for your island and visit your island,
Right.
even if like we wouldn't have to connect.
Yeah, I wouldn't
over
have to,
multiplayer
like,
for me to
have
visit.
to come through my airport.
Right. So like I could put in the code for your island
just go.
and then go visit it. This is different in that again, the best way for me to describe it, I think, is a creative mode.
Yeah, totally.
Truly. And again, I think it's 3 islands. You're right. You can adjust the size of the island. I don't know why you wouldn't choose
The largest?
the biggest for all 3. Yeah. But, to each their own. And they're adding another thing that it is similar to Happy Home Paradise, but it is you're going to be decorating hotel rooms.
Yeah.
At Cappen's
Family
Hotel. Yeah.
That's now on your island.
Yeah. And that's going to give you another new, different currency for you to get even more new items.
New
items and decorations and
you
stuff.
get new people to come to your
Yep.
island. Get to decorate more rooms. Very fun.
Yeah. I think something cool about the Cap'n Hotel thing is that villagers who are staying there will also roam your island. And that's something that kind of felt bad about the campsite, is if a villager was visiting the campsite, they would stay in the tent.
Yep.
And they would never leave. Hi, Lemon. And if you're watching the YouTube video, you get to see a lemon. If you're listening, then you're missing out.
She's a rare find.
Anyway, yeah, I just really like that these visiting villagers are actually going to roam your island, and I think that's just going to be nice to see.
That's going to be cool.
These villagers show up from time to time. Lemon, are you excited about the new Animal Crossing
I love Animal Crossing.
update? So
I love Animal Crossing.
that's January, right? January like 20 something, I think.
I thought it was like the 30th or something, but maybe not.
I don't remember what day. Sometime in January.
Yeah,
Not
which
that
is
far
so
away.
soon.
Yeah.
Crazy. They
Definitely
just,
like a tide us over until the next thing.
I'm excited to dive back into that game too because it's been a really long time since I've touched it. Like years.
Yeah, that's most people.
Yeah.
Even with like when that final update with the DLC came out, I think a lot of people were like, this is cool and all.
I didn't even finish the DLC.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Because for what it's worth, in my opinion, you have to decorate too many houses.
Yeah, I think I got bored
before the end.
Yeah.
I think you really gotta believe me, I like decorating in Animal Crossing. I promise, but it is a little. I think the required amount for you to finish the DLC, because there's an ending to it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Is too many.
Yeah.
Mo's done it, and Mo still is playing Animal Crossing. I think something that helped her with that recently. She had a friend just start playing New Horizons for the first time.
Yeah.
Just like a couple of months ago, and so Mo's been playing with her friend. So that's nice, and even I'll dip back in every now and then. But I think it'll be nice to play that game daily for a little bit again. Is at least how I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
And
after that, is it Pokopia?
Oh yeah, that's in March, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, now that you mention it, yes, it is Pokopia.
I don't know if there's anything in February, but
yeah.
Pokopia.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
That's weird as the Ditto child is.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to ask you, Pokopia is going to be on a game key card. So what are you doing?
I'm getting physical.
Damn.
I know it feels silly.
Damn.
But I don't know. I guess if you games have been doing this for a while, the game key card style of thing. They I feel like Nintendo's been the most open about it.
Sure.
Honestly.
Actually calling it a game key card.
Yeah, because PlayStation, I had a lot of physical games that I'd put the disc in, and then there'd be needs to download 120 gigabytes before you can play the game. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
But yeah, so it is, the card is the license for you to play. So it's, I don't know, it's still enough of a physical thing for me that I like it on my shelf. That's why I buy the physicals, because I like it on my shelf.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's been what I've been thinking about is I do want because it is a Pokemon game and I am me, I do want the case for the Pokemon game on my shelf.
Yeah.
But then I said that out loud. I was home alone and I said that out loud.
Yeah.
And I bonked myself on the head and I said, you got to stop. Enough is enough. So I'm downloading Pokopia and I'll be pleased about it.
Look, I will die on this hill that whether it's a game key card or not, the physical is more valuable than the digital version because of resell.
Right. But because
not that I'm going to resell it.
Sure.
But like, the fact that even though it's a game key card, I could still theoretically buy that game used from someone for cheaper if I wanted to later down the road, or like I could sell my version for cheaper or whatever the market is for it at the time. And it will still work, maybe not in 20 years, who knows?
Yeah.
That I know that part is annoying.
Yeah.
But like, that's the same thing as digitally. And then also like, I don't know, there's something weird to me about like getting a game physical, like digitally that I could get physically and paying like full price for it.
Right.
When I'm not physically getting anything for it.
Right.
Like for some reason, like I don't see an issue with it on like PC and stuff like that. But for the Switch, I'm just like, I need the physical.
Okay. My thing, I think, with the game key cards is part of the reasoning for getting the cartridge is that the data for the game is on the cartridge.
Totally.
And so then it doesn't take up space on your system or your SD card.
For sure.
So the game key card is like the annoyance of having to get up and change the cartridge and put the cartridge into your system.
That's fair.
In order for you to even play, like
just to have the
if the game is
unlock.
If the game is downloaded on your system, you still cannot play it until the key card is in the system. Is that at least how I understand it?
Yeah.
Is that the case?
I'm assuming.
That's insane.
Which is like, I don't know. I guess I'm just used to it because that's literally like what every fucking PlayStation game is.
Sure.
Right now.
Sure. So I'm getting the culture shock of it for the first time when PlayStation people have dealt with this for years.
Yeah, okay. At least, or maybe people didn't notice it before, but that's exactly what it's been. It's like you're taking up 100 gigabytes or however many gigabytes on your storage already.
Right.
And then
but at least
putting the physical thing in.
For discs, at least some of the data. Like they just couldn't fit all of the data on the disc.
Yeah, probably.
But some of it is on the disc. Surely.
Yeah, at least some of it, I'd say, yeah.
So then, yeah, I the thing for me is like if I am going to like use up or take up storage space, again, either on my system or my SD card, then I definitely at least want the convenience of just being able to launch the game without getting up, which sounds, dude, that sounds so lazy. But also...
No, I understand.
Also, like, I guess maybe less lazy sounding is just needing to bring fewer cartridges in my case if I have like limited case.
Yeah, I mean,
cartridge slots.
That's why a lot of people do go digital. Is they're like, I don't have to carry any cartridges around with me. Like, I don't have to worry about like losing any of them or like having enough space for them or whatever.
It makes the Switch overall much more portable if you don't have to worry about cartridges.
Yeah.
But I do like I'm with you if the cartridge actually has the game data on it, and I think I draw the line at key cards.
Fair.
But that's just me.
I understand. I respect that. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to buy the physical.
Yeah, man.
Even if it
and
feels
you know what?
silly.
I'm going to be jealous of your Pokopia case, probably.
Yeah. You can come over and look at it.
Okay, sweet. Nice. We did it, chat. We did it. And then, yeah, I don't know what's after Pokopia.
I have no idea.
But I also don't know that they've mapped anything or scheduled anything else beyond that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Other than Nintendo, is there anything else that's like on the horizon that you're excited about, or anything even that came out recently that you're excited about?
I honestly haven't been keeping up with a whole lot of other stuff that's been going on. Like, I know that like the new Fable is still in the works, from my understanding.
Yeah.
There's a new season of Fortnite that seems huge. It's like a new chapter even of Fortnite that I like had no idea was happening. And then I saw a post of one of the Fortnite creators I follow, and then I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll re-download Fortnite or like update Fortnite finally.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played that in forever.
Is that the Simpsons update?
That's the last one of like this past season, but now like, or like this past chapter, but chapter 7 is starting
Okay.
soon.
Cool.
Which is like December is usually when the new chapters kind of start.
Okay.
At least since I started playing chapter 3. So it's been a long time now. That's crazy. But yeah, so it's like that I kind of want to try and dive back into. There's like, I've been trying to look and see what's on like sale for Black Friday for the Steam sales and stuff, because like now that I just have the Switch and I have my PC, I want to get into some other games on my PC.
Totally.
But I do, again, I have a shelf full of games ready to play.
Ready to go.
So I haven't been keeping up with what else is on the go, honestly.
You're winding down with ZA? You're playing it on stream, but then like I guess in your own time, are you winding down with it?
Yeah, you could say that. Like I'm not playing. Like I'm still playing it, but I am starting to think of like, oh, what game should I play next?
Right. That's so that was going to be my question. Is
Yeah.
like what next do you want to play?
I have no sweet clue.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna wait until like to see what I get for Christmas. I know I'm getting a Switch 2 game for Christmas.
Sweet.
I just don't know which one it is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
it is exciting. I gave a list, and I'm like, these are the ones I want. The list was Mario Kart World,
Right.
Hades 2, Hyrule Warriors. Not a Switch 2 release, but I want the Hollow Knight
Yeah.
because I haven't played either of those yet.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Bonanza put on there. Yeah, so I'll see what I get for Christmas, but I have so many games I could play. I mean, one of the things I did want to do, this is more Pokemon, but I wanted to play Pokemon Shield
Oh yeah.
on the Switch 2.
Sweet.
Just wanted to see if Sword and Shield run any better on Switch 2, and because I actually haven't played through Shield before.
Okay. You played through Sword.
I played through Sword.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get back to my Charmander resetting. Maybe
But that's like an on-stream thing, right?
Yeah, that's an on-stream thing. Maybe off-stream. Maybe I'll like... Me and Shai are still trying to finish Split Fiction. I still have to finish like Mario Wonder. Maybe that's the next one that
Nice.
I try and finish.
Wait, that's got DLC coming out too.
Oh yeah, it does.
I don't know when, but yeah, and it looks cool.
It does.
I'm winding down with Dragon Quest 3, and I think I'm like very much enjoying playing RPGs. And so like I never finished Octopath. Like that was the first game I got for my Switch, and I never finished it. I got quite far into it, and then I just kind of fell off because it was getting a little repetitive, a little samey, and a little long in the tooth.
Right.
But I truly, I think this is going to be my like last genuine like attempt at finally fucking finishing this game, and then playing Octopath 2.
Nice.
And I have complaints about Octopath, and I share those complaints with a lot of folks who played Octopath. And then I heard that Octopath 2 fixed most of those complaints.
Oh.
So Octopath 2, like Octopath 1 came out, and actually Video Game Donkey put out a pretty, not scathing, but like kind of like dunked on Octopath and like used it. It was like his example as like the overblown cringe game, I guess, for like a while. And so I think that put maybe a bad taste in some folks' mouths about just like the Octopath name. But then again, Octopath 2 came out, and I kind of brushed it aside. As much as I enjoyed what I did play of Octopath 1, I got a little bit tired of it, and I was like, I don't know that I want to do that again. But then 2 again fixes a lot of it, and it like is better in a lot of ways. And so I own 2, and I'm excited to play 2. and then 0 comes out very soon.
Right.
So I'm gonna
just RPGing it
I'm
up.
gonna be insufferable, I think, about Octopath very soon.
That's
I'm
fine.
already getting insufferable about Dragon Quest.
It's okay.
So it's like, prepare yourselves.
Okay, I'm ready.
And same thing with Final Fantasy, as I would love to
yes.
I would love to dig into Final Fantasy. That one is a little bit more on the back burner. But yeah, I do. I want to just like, because again, there's a whole bunch of these like notable. Same thing with Mario RPG. Same thing with Paper Mario.
Oh yeah, I gotta finish those. Actually, I need to finish Mario RPG, Super Mario RPG. I need to start Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
I still want to play through all the Zeldas. Like, these are all things that are not going to happen in the next month or so.
No,
but
certainly not.
I need to remind myself anytime I see a new game come out, I'm like, Cassie, you have so many games that can be played.
I've been like, it's like a mantra or like a.
You have enough games.
You
have enough games.
Like a meditation.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, I'm like, I would really like Kirby Air Riders, and then you have enough games.
Yeah.
And certainly
my big thing right now is wait till after Christmas before you buy anything new.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good
because Christmas people maybe might get games.
People might get games.
People might get games
for
Christmas.
Yeah.
I got games for people for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So there have been a handful of other games that released this year that I've played and I've really enjoyed, and I think next time we're gonna do Game of the Year.
Yeah,
that sound good?
Let's talk about Game of the Year next time.
Sweet. The Game Awards. I don't remember what day
December 11th.
December 11th. Okay, cool. So our episode, I'm sure, will be somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Either before or after the Game Awards. I don't know, but have you done any voting for the Game Awards?
Not yet.
No? Do you care to?
Yeah, I usually do.
Okay, cool.
I usually do. I did look to see who was nominated for everything. And honestly, I was like, I don't think I've played any of these games.
Right. Yeah. I mean, at least for a lot of the like big categories.
Like, I haven't played Silksong. I haven't played Expedition 33. I haven't played Hades 2. I haven't played Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like,
yeah, I know. You're looking at the list and you're like, "Where's Legends EA?"
No, it came out too late to be nominated.
I don't know that it did, because there are other games that are. I don't know, but there are other games in there, like Dispatch is nominated, and Dispatch came out pretty recently.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. I feel like there's some other ones in there. Maybe Megabonk. I think Megabonk probably came out before CA. But anyway, there's some pretty like recent games, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am in a similar boat except for Silksong.
Yeah.
But I think my biggest like gap in like a game that I should have played this year but didn't is Expedition 33.
I have been hearing more and more about it. I was saying earlier to a friend that like I feel like this game is similar to Baldur's Gate for me 2 years ago when it was nominated for so many Game of the Year awards. And I had barely heard of it, let alone played it. Like, I've heard of it, but didn't play it. This is the same thing with this Expedition 33 game. I was like, I've seen friends playing it and talking about it, and I've heard that it's a really good game, but I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to check it out. And now I'm like, oh, it's nominated for all these Game of the Year awards. Like, I should check this game out.
Yeah.
So I'll probably play it next year.
Yeah, and fair enough. You know, there's no...
We'll see.
There's no rush. Yeah, but that definitely feels like a blind spot for me personally, was Expedition 33. And I think the reason in particular that I'm mentioning it is I think it's going to clean up.
Yeah, I feel it probably will.
Yeah, because people fucking love that game.
Yeah.
A bunch of my friends who played that game this year are like, it's the best game I've ever played.
Great.
Right? Like, okay, man.
Yeah.
If it's that good.
I believe it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, just seeing that a game is nominated for that many categories, I'm just like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the game. That's the one that wins.
My personal snub, and I might be giving away next week a little bit here, but it's fine. my personal snub is Blueprints.
I was going to say, I did see that was nominated for one award, right?
Yeah, it's nominated for indie game. It's nominated for debut indie.
Okay, it is nominated for one.
But it is not nominated for game of the year.
Yeah.
And like, that would be my vote.
Right, of course. Yeah, I've also heard very good things about that.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you play it, actually.
Yeah. It's in my top 5 easy.
Of all time?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
It's right up there next to Emerald and Balatro.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So I gave away next week a little bit, but that's fine. Or not next week. Whenever we
do
next,
it. Yeah.
You understand. Next episode. But that's fine. I got other games to talk about.
Yeah.
That are elsewhere on the list. I feel like Blueprints is maybe a little obvious for me.
I expected it.
Mm-hmm. So, but there's some other games that will slide in there.
I'm gonna have to like look at my gaming history and just see what the hell I've played this year.
And listen, I'm doing my list for games that released this year, but for you, do whatever you want. Okay?
All right. Thanks.
All right.
I'll do whatever I want.
Do whatever you want. It's your podcast.
It's your podcast.
Do whatever you want on your podcast.
It's your podcast.
It's our podcast.
It is our podcast.
Hey, folks, thanks for listening to our podcast. We appreciate you being here. If you're live, especially, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for hanging out.
We appreciate you
a lot.
But
even if you're listening after the fact, again, on your podcast app, service of choice, or on YouTube where you can see us and Cassie's dogs, thanks. Feel free to leave a review, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Do all the things that help us in the algorithm, because I like subscribers and people that want to be friends.
Me too. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Frostbytes, a gaming podcast, is co-hosted by Cassie Mann and Spencer McPhee.
Theme music was recorded and produced by both of us. Graphic design and video editing by me. Watch Frostbytes live on twitch.tv/itskiashi. That's KYASHI.
Missed it live? You can watch all previous episodes on our YouTube channel, Frostbytes Podcast, or listen to the show wherever you listen to podcasts and leave a review while you're there.
Email us at frostbytespodcast@gmail.com with any questions and episode ideas. And if you want to represent Frostbytes out in the wild, you can pick up your very own Frostbytes merch at nethernerdcreations.ca/frostbytes. Thanks for listening.